All right. So, um, in my opinion, as a coach, I see a lot of kids that's trying to emulate the wrong people. What I mean by that is I see a lot of kids that want to be Kyrie Irving and James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and you know all these guys that's putting up these huge numbers, right? But are they necessarily playing the game the right way and making everybody around them better? You know, now don't get me wrong, James Harden, like Kyrie Irving, skill sets are off the charts and extremely fundamentally sound. But are they playing the basketball game the right way, right? Or are they just using, a lot of their God-given ability, to get by with that? So what I'm saying is fundamentals takes you a long way, playing at an efficient rate and, making everybody on the floor better. Jalen Brunson does that. His game is similar to a lot more people than Russell Westbrook's is, right? I mean, yes, Jalen Brunson is 6'4" and he can post up, but I mean, just from a pure talent standpoint, right? He's closer to the rest of the world than those guys, right? But his efficiency still got him by extremely well, right, through college and now the NBA. So what I wanted to do is I just wanted to go over a couple sequences of Jalen Brunson in the national championship game and show how just by doing the fundamentals, doing the little things and being efficient, he was the most dominant player, this season and on the floor, and he still continues to produce in college. So I just wanted to show a couple clips about his efficiency and break it down and show you why a lot of kids need to watch this instead of watching the crap that y'all watching. All right, you need to watch more guys like Jalen Brunson instead of more Russell Westbrooks and Kyrie Irvings of the world. All right, so let's get it started. So right off the tip of the game, right, you see where Jalen Brunson's you see how smart he is and how fluent he is at looking at a scouting report, right? So soon as he gets the ball, what does he do? He goes directly to the post. All right, this guy that's guarding him, Simpson, he's a smaller guy. I think he just graduated from Michigan. What did Jalen Brunson do? He went straight to the post, right? He didn't run a play, went straight to the post, put him in the weight room, scored, right? Now that shows you right there, not that Jalen Brunson's an amazing player. That shows that he reads scouting reports, right? Like, good high school teams, all the college teams, I would hope, and NBA, they read scouting reports, right? Now, if you listen or not as a player, that's up to you. But it makes the game so much more easier when you know the scout report, when you know against your what you're coming against your opponent, right? Just think about. I tell my kids all the time. Just think about you taking the test with the answers, right? You got the cheat code. You know everything that a kid can do against you, right? So you just want to execute that instead of doing your own thing, right? Just make the game easier for you. Second play again, he comes down and does the same thing, goes to the post, right? Make the game easier for you, right? Go against the team's weaknesses. Limit their strengths, maximize their weaknesses. So for you kids out there that don't listen to scouting reports and you coaches out there that don't do scouting reports, at the college level or the high school level, you in trouble. You already behind the eight ball, but it makes the game so much more easier for you. It makes the game so much more easier for you. Now, what Jalen Brunson did here was a lot of things that I like. A lot of things that I like. So he's going to go into a screen and roll. That's the first thing, right? I just did a segment about different ways you can attack pick and roll defense. This is another way. This is like high level stuff. This is NBA and high college level stuff. So what you saw Amari Spellman do, he rescreened, right? So what he started with, for you guys that don't understand what that means, what he started with, he came this way to screen for Jalen Brunson, and they cut it off, right? Jalen Brunson tried to turn his corner. He had nowhere to go. They cut it off. So what Amari Spellman did is he came right back, re-screen, right? Because the guy that's guarding him cut all this off for Jalen Brunson, right? So that means this side is open, right? So Amari Spellman came right back and re-screened so Jalen Brunson could get right. All right, that's kind of high level stuff that you can do for your team. And if your kids are smart enough to execute it, then by all means. But that's what they did. All right, so that's another counter to pick and roll. But as we go on, so Jalen Brunson comes off, and what he did here was, I think, just tremendous smart basketball, right? So he looks off the defender, comes off, looks off the defender, right? So what I mean by that is Jalen Brunson know where he going with this ball the whole time, right? His eyes is looking that way, right? So it makes this defender, which they're already at a disadvantage because right now he's technically guarding two, it makes this defender go that way, right? And anticipate. Jalen Brunson the whole time wants to go to DiVincenzo in the corner. Little subtle things like that is what makes a difference. All right, not 17 dribbles, not taking a contested 25-foot shot, not jelly rolling at the rim, whatever y'all call it. No, simple basketball, looking off the defender and hitting the guy in the corner for the shot. All right, great job. And what that does is puts the defense at a disadvantage. Now this guy got to scramble and get to the corner. By then it's too late. DiVincenzo missed a shot, but again, you see what I'm talking about. Make the game easy for you. This Villanova team, led by Jalen Brunson, made the game easy for him. They took good shots, they took care of the basketball, and they played fundamentally sound basketball. And that's what got them over the top, and that's what's still getting Jalen Brunson over the top in the NBA. Very sound stuff. Very sound stuff. You don't need it. You don't need all that. You don't need all the other things. It's great and it looks amazing when you see it on film. All the 17 dribbles through your legs, and you don't need it. You don't. I don't think I've seen Jalen Brunson go through his legs yet. Like, you don't need it, right? So again, here, posting up, right? But again, scouting report, posting the guy up. They want to keep him on the floor. I'm going to keep posting him up and making Michigan adjust. Right? So you already see that this big is already looking, right? They're starting to look. I think this is the second half. They're starting to look. So they're starting to inch over and come over, right? That's how you know you already got the defense off balance, right? But what I really want to pinpoint here is look at Jalen Brunson's eyes, right? They never looking down. They never looking down. Right now, while Jalen Brunson is posting this guy up, he sees everything that's going on right now. He sees it all, right? You players that want to dribble with your head down, you missing cutters, you missing flare screens, you missing all this stuff that's happening the whole time. You got to learn how to do both, all right? You got to learn how to do both. And as you see a result, DiVincenzo to the basket, right? DiVincenzo to the basket. All because Jalen Brunson did the little things, kept his head up. All right, yeah, he wanted the illusion that he was attacking the score, but he probably wanted to pass that basketball the whole time. All right, probably wanted to pass that basketball the whole time. Again, he didn't do any, and I'm going to keep saying this. I'm going to keep saying this until you kids starting to get it and you coaches start to get it. He didn't do anything special right there. All right, all he did was the fundamental little things and read the scouting report and executed. That's all he did. That's all he did. All right. Right here, time and score. All right, again, really important thing. A lot of y'all kids, y'all don't know time and score, right? Y'all don't know time and score. Look, 45 seconds left, right? Villanova has the ball. What are they going to be looking for right now, right? 2 for 1, obviously. Well, that it should be obvious, right? But a lot of you kids don't think about that. Even late shot clocks, end of quarters, you kids don't know what the heck is going on ever. You got to be cognizant of what's happening because this was a momentum shifter right here. They up 6, they pushed the lead up to 9, all because Jalen Brunson and Villanova was prepared. All right, and Michigan wasn't, right? Jalen Brunson knew what he was doing this whole time, okay? Being efficient, knowing your surroundings, knowing clock and score, knowing situation. Nobody comes up. Jalen Brunson has an open three. Bam. All because they paid attention to detail. Now they get this. They get a shot and they'll get the ball back before the half, and they're already up 9. All because they paid attention to detail. You know, everything is not. Most things are not highlight plays, right? It's the attention to detail. It's the knowing your surroundings. It's the fundamentals. All right. And again, another great job by Jalen Brunson, which is why he's still thriving. All right. And the last thing I want to show you, again, I went over this a couple videos ago, is pick and pop. All right. So what Michigan was doing, they started doing, Michigan had bigs at the time, right? So they was hedging the ball screen. Okay. So like I said before, like I always say, it's always counters to every defense, counters to everything in basketball. That's what makes it beautiful. All right. So what Villanova did was what I showed you a couple videos ago. They faked the ball screen and they popped. All right. Pop forward 3. But what I want to show you is, again, look how deep. Well, look how Jalen Brunson makes them commit, right? Look how he makes 2 people commit. This is what I'm talking about. He's committed. He's committed. Bam. Big Pascal. Act like he set the screen. Nope. I'm popping forward 3. All subtle things. Now, if Jalen Brunson doesn't come off this or act like it's a real screen, or he comes off this wide, it might not work. But he goes directly at the big. Directly at the big. So the big has to commit. All right. Makes it all look like it's a regular pick and roll, but it's not. You get the pop. Bam. Simple basketball, guys. All right. I mean, you kids, you coaches out there, y'all want to keep fighting this and making basketball hard for y'all. As you see, it's not. All right. Show you at the high school level, show you at the college level, I'll show you at the NBA level. All right. The most successful teams that sustain success, all right, they have great principles. They have great fundamentals. They're unselfish. They defend the basketball, and they understand the team, the opponent they're going against. Period. You do those things as an individual and as a team, man, you there. You there. All right. Subscribe to the channel, comment below, hit the like button. All comments are warranted. Till next time, guys.